Welcome to Friday Wrap-Up. I am your host, semi-pro Ant Smasher, Eclectic Enigma. For those of you tuning in for the very first time, Friday Wrap-Up is a web series where I wrap up a week's worth of events for you. And as always, I will start it off with the Nilla Please Awards. The Nilla Please Awards are handed out to various idiots on the web. I also use the hashtag #That'sSoRaven when I find somebody that rode the short bus with the tinted windows and had the Hello Kitty helmet on with the Ninja Turtle mouthpiece in and the Sonic the Hedgehog seatbelt. Now, the first recipient of the Nilla Please Awards goes to ASAP Ferg. ASAP Ferg became a trending topic on Twitter after speed reading tweets about his new album. As highly educated as he looks, he mistakenly thought that forthcoming album meant fourth album. Check out the exchange right here. After he was corrected, he went on to say that he was sorry and he was speed reading. No. You were slow reading. And since Google is not your friend, okay Google, what does forthcoming mean?
Forthcoming, planned for or about to happen in the near future.
So it doesn't mean number 4. Gotcha.
Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
Nilla, please.
Now, the next Nilla Please Award goes out to James Darling of Washington. James decided to pimp out his dog so he could have sex with farm animals. That's right, you heard it here first. Sex with farm animals.
That's nasty.
He wanted to hit the whip and the nay-nay on a mini horse.
I'm on a horse.
That's just nasty. And it brings something new to the term going beast mode.
Nilla, please.
The next award goes out to ExBoxer Yusuf Mack. He claimed he was drugged and ended up in a same-sex porno. His account goes like this. He saw an ad to make some money on Facebook for making a porno. He hopped on a train, went to the spot, saw some naked chicks, and everything was on and popping. So he needed a drink, and they gave him a drink and a pill. So he took them. Next thing you know, he woke up on a train, and he had $4,500 in his pocket, and he don't remember what happened. Let's backtrack. You didn't ask what kind of porno this was going to be. You also didn't ask what the pill was that they were giving you. You also didn't think to call when you woke up on the train to say, hey, what the hell happened? You also didn't ask them when the Brokeback DVD was coming out. You didn't ask them how much you would be paid, and you also didn't seem to care when you just woke up with $4,500 in your pocket out of nowhere. And somehow you have a friend that watches ExBoxer gay porn on the web and he saw you in it. Interesting, huh? Either way, you're slow or you're lying. I can help you with the slow part.
Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
And then this guy can help you out with who drugged you.
Nilla, please.
The last award goes to a naked Oregon burglar who climbed into a couple's bed naked and kissed a man. And then he found out he had a gun. That's right, he took off all of his clothes.
There goes my shirt up over my head. Oh my.
And then he climbed in the bed and wanted to play a game.
I'm not comfortable with that. Let's play dummy sticks. What's dummy sticks? I don't want to play dummy sticks.
The man didn't want to play the game, so he grabbed his gun. And then the naked man fled. He was found sometime later in another abandoned house. Now he can worry about waking up in jail with somebody else on top of him.
Nilla, please.
And now for the real news. A Texas woman by the name of Erica lost her internship after she tweeted this. She was promptly let go after Black Twitter made sure her company knew of her racist tweeting habits. She offered the usual Fox apology after you get caught up in some stuff you weren't supposed to be doing in the first place. She stated she was sorry, and she knew better, and she never meant to hurt anybody. She never meant to hurt Fletcher. I'm sorry, that's Bodyguard. No, she never meant to hurt anybody, and she never should have tweeted it. Well,
bitch, you guessed it. You was right.
She is such an idiot. Just like this Georgia Tech student who said he was mugged, but he actually just tried to jump on a moving train like he was James Bond. Now, I would have given him the Nilla Please award because this is definitely Nilla Please worthy, but he could have got somebody arrested by doing this kind of stupid stuff. That's why he looks like he got his ass whooped by a train. That's what you get. Now, speaking of somebody that needs their ass whooped, Don Lemonhead. He's currently a CNN news anchor, but hopefully not for long. He continues to make asinine comments about any and everything that he possibly can. Check him out here, arguing with federal prosecutor Sonny Hostin. Now, I don't know what facts Don Lemon thinks he needs. I mean, this guy has multiple lawsuits against him for body slamming and police brutality other people. His name is Mr. Slam. Now, Don Lemon, maybe you do like being slammed around by a big burly man. Oh, slam me harder. But most people don't, especially a little girl. Yes, it is very true that she was not following directions, but guess what? It was not a criminal act. She is not a criminal. He tosses her around like a rag doll, and you don't think that's excessive? Then to top it off, you argue with the federal prosecutor about it. You know, you've always been one paper plate short of a full moon, but I really question your intelligence right here, boy. It's obvious that this was excessive force. I mean, his name is Mr. Slam, for God's sake. You needed more info because like a certain percentage of the population, you dehumanize and criminalize black women and girls. The question shouldn't be if this was excessive force. The question should be, how do we keep this from happening again? How do we show black women and girls that they are valued and that if they speak up for themselves, they won't become the next Sandra Bland, or that they won't be slammed at a pool party by a psycho cop, or that they won't get slammed while pregnant after somebody calls the police on them and the officer decides to violate their civil rights. Those are the questions that need to be answered. We don't need some officer coming on talking about how Mr. Slam dates a black girl so he can't be racist. There were presidents and slave masters who had sex with their slaves and even children, so spare me that BS. It may or may not be racism, but it is excessive force, and there's nothing else you need to see to prove that. I'm so glad he was fired. Period. Now, for you asshats that think it wasn't excessive force, Don Lemon included, this is what I want you to do. I want you to find me 5 videos of a black officer slamming and pile driving and DDTing a Caucasian girl or woman. That's right, just 5. It's not that hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Find me 5 videos and you will get a special prize. And I'll just sit back and wait for that. That's Friday Wrap Up. I want to see who's going to answer the call for the challenge. And I would also like to say hands off the black women and girls of this world. If you don't know how to handle them, then you probably need to call somebody else that does. Because it doesn't involve slamming and hurting them like that. That's Friday Wrap Up. This is your boy Eclectic Enigma. Hope you enjoyed the show. See you guys next week. Be sure to follow, share, and all that good stuff. I'll let your boy.